you doing here, boy? Did I not just charge you to Mr. Peterson's to fetch the biscuits?
If you please, sir, I've only brought the money and have run all the way back from St. Paul's churchyard.
Speak the truth, or your last hour has come. How long have you been peeping through that door before I came in?
Peeping, sir?
Yes, peeping. Do not repeat my words, but answer me at once. You'll find it is better for you in the end.
I wasn't peeping at all, sir. It's just I haven't any money to pay for the biscuits.
What are you doing here standing with these items?
Nothing, sir. It's just someone seems to have left his hat instead.
So he has. As my apprentice, I'm obliged to teach you certain lessons in your station. The first of which is to instruct you to make no remarks on that which does not concern you. You may think what you like, Tobias Rag, but you may say only what I like.
I won't take it no more. I won't be forever knocked about in this way. I tell you, Sweeney, Todd, I won't.
No, you won't. Have you forgotten your mother?
You say you have a power over my mother, but I don't know what it is, and I cannot and will not believe it no more. I will leave you and come of it what may. I will go to sea or anywhere rather than stay in such a place as this.
No, you will. Tobias, you and I must come to some explanation. I'll tell you what power I have over your mother, and perhaps you'll be satisfied. Last winter, when the frost had continued for 18 weeks, and you and your mother were starving, she was employed to clean out the chambers of a Mr. King in the temple, a cold-hearted and severe man who never forgave anything in his life and never will.
I remember we were starving and had a whole meeting for rent, but Mother borrowed it and paid it, and after that got us the situation that she's in now.
The rent was paid, but Tobias, my boy, a word in your ear. She stole a silver candlestick from Mr. King's chambers to pay it. I know it. I can prove it. Think of that, Tobias, and be discreet.
Oh, please, have mercy upon us. They would take her life.
Aye, to be sure. They would hang her. Hang her, I say. Now, if you force me to mention this thing by any conduct of your own, you are your own mother's executioner.
Oh, horrible, horrible.
You don't like that? Indeed, that don't suit you, Master Tobias? Well, be discreet then, and you will have nothing to fear. Do not force me to show a power which will be as complete as it is terrible.
I will say nothing. I will think nothing.
Oh, pardon me, sir. My apprentice here begs tutoring. Shade cut or dressed, I am at your service. But first, get back to the Hall Market, and don't say I didn't give you the money this time. I think I did before, but you swallowed it. And when you return, remember the words I gave to you. What shall we begin, sir?
I am not interested in a shave at the present, sir.
No? Then how can I be of assistance?
I inquire after a friend of mine, an officer in the Navy who I have reason to believe visited your shop in recent days.
Officer?
That's right, the Navy, recently returned from India.
A good-looking man, weather-beaten, with dark eyes and a medium build.
Indeed, Lieutenant Thornhill.
Aye, to be sure. He came in here earlier, and I shaved him and polished him off.
What do you mean by polishing him off?
Why, brushing him up a bit and making him look tidy. He said he had somewhere to go in the city and asked me the address of a Mr. Oakley. I gave it to him, and then he went away. However, it seemed to me, as I was standing in my doorway about 5 minutes afterwards, as well as I could see in the distance, that he had gotten into some row near the market.
A Mr. Oakley, you say?
Yes, spectacle maker.
And that's the last you heard from Lieutenant Thornhill?
You never spoke a truer word in your life.
Well, he was going in search of just such a person. As he had property of considerable value about him, I shall go there and ascertain whether he reached his destination.
Very good idea, sir. Oakley, 4th Street, little shop with 2 windows you cannot miss it.
Perhaps I shall see you again, Mr. Todd.
Indeed so, sir.
For a shave, of course.
Of course.
Here now. Don't go making a mess before the lawyers come.
Almost done.
What's your hurry? If you wait a few minutes, I'll bring you a fresh pie, hot from the oven, instead of that old thing from yesterday.
It's all the same to me. Besides, I gotta get these biscuits back or Todd will have my hide. Charlotte!
Coming! You never come round no more. Why don't you stop by this evening on your way to your mother's?
Can't. Gotta go to my mother's.
Your mother's? She can't give you what I can.
Charlotte, the pies are up. Are you coming or ain't you?
Yes, Mrs. Lovett.
Pardon me, Tobias. The only thing I can withstand in the way of delay upon an errand is one of Mrs. Lovett's pies. That I can look over, so think no more about it. Now, get back to the shop and mind any customers there. I have some small business to attend to, but I shall return within the hour.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Where is one to find adequate help these days?
Not on Street Street, I can assure you, ma'am.
Good day, Mr. Todd.
Good day, Mrs. Lovett.
You can entrust your shop to the boy?
For the time, though I don't think for long. Can you take this moment?
Edith and Charlotte have both turned out to be fine workers, though the same, unfortunately, cannot be said of Skinner.
The new cook.
This one has had a particularly brief duration. 6 weeks ago to the day I first hired him.
What danger do you apprehend?
Great and immediate. He has refused to work, a sure sign that he has grown desperate, hopeless, and impatient.
So it goes with mine as well. He grows suspicious and he knows too much. His very dim-wittedness further endangers the situation, for he lacks discretion in the company of strangers. On top of it, he has grown surly. I do not appreciate surliness in a boy. Something must and shall be done. And for your part, the Skinner lad, I shall be here at midnight. We shall see if a vacancy cannot be made in your establishment.
It will be necessary. It is but one more. Eat or be eaten, Mr. Todd.
That's all, that's all. And I must say you have a very perfect and philosophic mode of settling the question.
And when is this all to have an end?
Secure your patience, Mrs. Lovett.
So I have, Mr. Todd, for nigh on 8 years now.
Has it been that long?
You were a mere lad, love.
And you a bonny lass.
Oh, not so bonny for all that. I'll never forget what you did for me, Mr. Todd. Took me in off the street, set me up in my own business.
Oh, now don't get all weepy on me, Mrs. Lovett. You must also remember your creative contribution to our little collaboration.
Yes.
You know, we are bound together, indeed.
Though I have begun to fear the night.
Patience, Mrs. Lovett, but a few more weeks, and then never-ending rest from all these sordid matters shall be yours. I tarry. I must go to the West End for a charming bit of intrigue, and your lawyers will soon be here, as they forever descend upon the hour of noon, vultures demanding their veal and pork pies, their carrion.
The law must be served, Mr. Todd.
Yes, mustn't it?
Settle down, boy. I mean you no harm.
You startled me is all, sir. I thought you were Mr. Todd, see?
And what if I were? You reside with him here, do you not? Is he not a kind master to you who seem so anxious?
No. I mean, yes. I mean,
What is the meaning of all this confusion?
nothing, nothing.
I say, lad. Here is a guinea for you, if you should tell me what became of the man of a seafaring appearance, who came to your master's house to be shaken.
I cannot tell you. I cannot tell what I do not know.
But you have some idea, probably. Come, I will make it worth your while. You must speak frankly what you think.
I know nothing. I think nothing. Please, I have nothing to say except that he was shaved and went away.
Come now. It is evident that you know something, but hesitate either from fear or some other motive to tell it. Shall I take you before the magistrate?
Do with me what you will. I cannot help it. I have nothing to say to you, nothing whatsoever.